Every second, inside your veins, trillions of cells are flowing through narrow tubes, carrying oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste. And among all the things that make your blood unique, there's one detail that can save a life or put it at risk. Blood is made of 4 main components. Plasma, the liquid portion. Red blood cells carry oxygen. White blood cells fight infections. Platelets help with clotting. Blood type specifically refers to labels on the surface of your red blood cells. These labels are molecules called antigens, and they're the key to everything. Think of antigens as ID tags. Your immune system checks those tags and asks one simple question: is this cell one of us or not? If the answer is not, the immune system attacks. That is why blood types matter. The most famous labeling system is the ABO blood group. It's determined by which antigens sit on your red blood cell surface. There are 3 possibilities: A, B, and neither. Here's how it works. Type A blood has A antigens. Type B blood has B antigens. Type AB blood has both A and B antigens. Type O blood has no antigens on the surface. That's it, just combinations of A and B, but this simple system determines who can safely donate to whom. Genetically, the ABO system is controlled by a single gene on chromosome 9. This gene has 3 alleles, A, B, and O. A and B are codominant, meaning if you get both, they're both expressed. O is recessive, meaning it only appears when you get 2 O alleles. So your genotype possibilities are AA or AO type A, BB or BO type B, AB type A, B, OO type O. Your blood type is simply which antigens your body builds. But here's where things get interesting. Your body doesn't only have antigens on red blood cells, it also has antibodies floating in your plasma. These antibodies attack foreign antigens. This is the rule: type A blood has anti-B antibodies. Type B blood has anti-A antibodies. Type O blood has anti-A and anti-B antibodies. Type AB blood has no antibodies against A or B. This pattern is crucial for transfusions. If you receive blood with antigens your antibodies don't like, your immune system will destroy those red blood cells. This can cause clumping, block vessels, and become life-threatening within minutes. So here's the safe donor chart. Type O can donate to A, B, O, universal donor. Type AB can receive from A, B, O, universal recipient. A can donate to A or AB. B can donate to B or AB. It all comes down to matching antigens and antibodies. If the donor blood has an antigen your immune system sees as foreign, your body attacks it. But if the donor blood is missing antigens, like type O, there's nothing to trigger a reaction. That's why O negative blood is so valuable. It has no A or B antigens and it lacks the next antigen we're about to talk about. There's another major blood type marker, the Rh factor. The Rh system has many antigens, but the most important is D. If you have the D antigen, you're Rh positive. If you don't, you're Rh negative. So your full blood type is ABO plus Rh. Examples: A plus, B minus, O plus, AB minus. About 85% of people are Rh positive, 15% are Rh negative. Rh matters because if an Rh negative person receives Rh positive blood, their body can create anti-D antibodies. Future exposure could trigger a strong immune reaction. This becomes especially important during pregnancy when an Rh negative mother carries an Rh positive fetus. Microbiology? No. Genetics, immunity, and fetal medicine all collide here. Doctors prevent complications with a medication called RhoGAM. But ABO and Rh are only the beginning. In total, there are over 40 blood group systems and more than 350 known antigens. Some examples: Kell, Duffy, Kidd, MNS, Lutheran, Lewis. These usually matter only in medical scenarios like transfusions, organ transplants, or pregnancy. Most people never hear about them, but in hospitals, they're crucial. A perfect match transfusion often screens for many of these extra antigens, because a mismatch can activate the immune system or reduce the lifespan of transfused red cells. Now, let's zoom in on what blood actually does. Red blood cells live about 120 days. They carry oxygen thanks to hemoglobin, a protein that grabs oxygen in your lungs and releases it in tissues. Blood types don't change oxygen transport, but they do influence transfusion safety, immune reactions, disease susceptibility. Some blood types even affect which infections are easier or harder to catch. Let's explore that. Certain diseases interact differently with blood types. People with O type may have a lower risk of severe malaria. Type A may be more susceptible to smallpox. Norovirus binds differently to A, B, and O antigens. Helicobacter pylori attaches more easily to some blood groups, influencing ulcers. This happens because some pathogens use blood antigens as entry points or attachment sites. Blood type isn't about personality, it's about biochemistry and immunity. Now, how do you inherit your blood type? Each parent gives you one ABO allele and one RH allele. Let's say one parent is AO type A, the other is BO type B. Possible children, blood types A, B, or O. All four are possible. RH works similarly. RH plus is dominant. RH is recessive. So two Rhe positive parents can still have an Rh negative child if both carry the recessive allele. Genetically, blood type inheritance is predictable, but full of interesting combinations. How do doctors determine your blood type? With a simple test called agglutination. They mix your blood with antibodies that target A, B, or Rh antigens. If your blood clumps when exposed to anti-A, you're type A. Clumps with anti-B means type B. Clumps with anti-D means Rh positive. No clumping? You're O negative. This test takes minutes, and in emergencies, it saves lives. Blood typing matters most during transfusions. If you give someone the wrong type, antibodies attack the donor cells. Cells burst, hemolysis, shock, fever, kidney failure, or death can occur. A perfect match ensures the immune system stays calm. Hospitals often store type O blood for emergencies because it can be given to almost anyone, especially when there's no time to test. Type AB+ is the universal receiver. Its immune system recognizes A, B, and Rh, so it doesn't attack them. Compatibility is chemistry, and it must be exact. Here's something fascinating. The difference between A, B, and O antigens is tiny. They're all built from the same base sugar chain. Type A adds one extra sugar. Type B adds a slightly different sugar. Type O adds nothing. That one small molecular decoration is the entire foundation of the ABO system. It's amazing how tiny changes can have massive biological consequences. Why do blood types exist at all? The leading theory, pathogen pressure. Different regions had different diseases. Over thousands of years, blood types that resisted local pathogens became more common in that region. That's why the distribution of blood types varies worldwide. It's not random. It's the fingerprint of survival. So, what is blood type, really? It's a molecular ID badge, a chemical signature on your red blood cells, a genetic trait inherited from your parents, a key factor in transfusions and immunity. It doesn't define personality, it doesn't determine intelligence, but it does determine how your immune system reacts to foreign blood, and how your body interacts with certain pathogens. Blood type is one of the simplest and most powerful examples of genetics meeting chemistry, meeting immunology. A microscopic detail that can make the difference between compatibility and danger.